we go. And on your marks, get set, and we're off. So this is Fox and Socks, and it's called a tongue twister. So as we read it, sometimes I might get a bit tripped over my tongue because he writes some tricky words. Righto. Fox, socks, box, knocks. Knocks in box, fox in socks. Knocks on fox, in socks, in box. Socks on knocks, and knocks in box. Fox in socks, on box, on knocks. Chicks with bricks come, chicks with blocks come, chicks with bricks and blocks and clocks come. Look, sir, Mr. Knox, sir. Let's do tricks with bricks and blocks, sir. Let's do tricks with chicks and clocks, sir. First, I'll make a quick trick brick stack. Then I'll make a quick trick block stack. You can make a quick trick chick stack. You can make a quick trick clock stack. And here's a new trick, Mr. Knox. Socks on chicks and chicks on fox. Fox on clocks, on bricks and blocks on knocks on. Comfortable, does it? Now we've come to ticks and tocks, sir. Try to say this, Mr. Knox, sir. Clocks on fox tick, clocks on knocks tock. 6 sick bricks tick, 6 chicks tock. Oh, it's hard. Please, sir, I don't like this trick, sir. My tongue isn't quick or slick, sir. I get all those ticks and clocks, sir, mixed up with the chicks and tocks, sir. I can't do it, Mr. Fox, sir. I'm so sorry, Mr. Knox, sir. Here's an easy game to play. Here's an easy thing to say. New socks, two socks. Whose socks? Sue's socks. All my socks. Righty ho, hang on, spin the page. Who sews whose socks? Sue sews Sue's socks. Who sees who sew whose new socks? Sir, you see Sue sew Sue's new socks, sir. That's not easy, Mr. Fox, sir. Who comes? Crow comes. Slow Joe Crow comes. Who sews Crow's clothes? Sue sews Crow's clothes. Slow Joe Crow sews whose clothes? Sue's clothes. Right, just a warning, this next bit's tricky. I'm probably going to make some mistakes, so let's go slow. Sue sews socks of fox in socks now. Slow Joe Crow sews knocks in now. Here we go. Sue sews rose on Slow Joe's crow's clothes. Fox sews hose on Slow Joe's crow's nose. Hose goes, rose grows, nose hose goes some, crow's rose grows some. What? We made it. Mr. Fox, I hate this game, sir. This game makes my tongue quite lame, sir. Mr. Knox, sir. What a shame, sir. It's all a bit twisty, isn't it? Right, we'll try a new one. Here we go. We'll find something new to do now. Here is lots of new blue goo now. Gooey, gooey, blue goo, new goo, gluey, gluey. Gooey goo for chewy chewing. That's what Goo Goose is doing. Do you choose to chew goo too, sir? If, sir, you, sir, choose to chew, sir, with the Goo Goose, chew, sir, do, sir. Mr. Fox, sir, I won't do it. I can't say it. I won't chew it. Very well, sir, step this way. We'll find another game to play. Oh, this one's tricky too. You ready? Bim comes, Ben comes. Bim brings Ben broom. Ben brings Bim broom. Ben bends Bim's broom. Bim bends Ben's broom. Bim's bends Ben's bends. Ben's bent broom breaks. Bim's bent broom breaks. Ben's band, Bim's band, big bands, pig bands. Ben and Bim lead bands with brooms. Ben's band bangs and Bim's band booms. Pig band, boom band, big band, broom band. My poor mouth can't say that. No, sir. My poor mouth is much too slow, sir. Well then, bring your mouth this way. I'll find it something that you can say. Luke Luck likes lakes. Luke's duck likes lakes. Luke Luck licks lakes. Luke's duck licks lakes. Duck takes licks in lakes Luke Luck likes. Luke Luck takes licks in lakes that ducks like. I can't blab such blibber blabber. My tongue isn't made of rubber. Mr. Knox, now come now. You don't have to be so dumb now. Try to say this, Mr. Knox, please. Through 3 cheese trees, 3 free fleas flew. While these fleas flew, freezy breeze blew. Freezy breeze made these 3 trees freeze. Freezy trees made these trees cheese freeze. That's what made these 3 free fleas sneeze. Achoo! Hang on, I can't do that page, hang on, because I think he's going to say no. I get a very strong suspicion. Stop it! That's enough, sir. I can't say such silly stuff, sir. Very well then, Mr. Knox, sir. Let's have a little talk about Tweedle Beetles. What do you know about Tweedle Beetles? Well, when Tweedle Beetles fight, it's called a Tweedle Beetle battle. And when they battle in a puddle, it's called a Tweedle Beetle puddle battle. And when Tweedle Beetles battle with paddles in a puddle, they call it a Tweedle Beetle paddle puddle battle. And when beetles battle beetles in a puddle paddle buddle, and the beetle paddle puddle is a puddle in a bottle, they call this a Tweedle Beetle bottle puddle paddle battle muddle. Haw, Jiminy Crickets. When beetles fight these battles in a bottle with their paddles, and the bottle's on a poodle and the poodle's eating noodles, they call this a muddle puddle, tweedle poodle, beetle noodle, bottle, battle, paddle, battle. And how can it get any more? Now, wait a minute, Mr. Fox, sir. When a fox is in the bottle where the Tweedle Beetles battle with their paddles on a puddle on a noodle-eating poodle, this is what they call a Tweedle Beetle noodle poodle bottled paddled muddled duddled fuddle wuddled socks in fox, sir. Fox in socks, our game is done, sir. Thank you for a lot of fun, sir. Holy shamoly, that's a bit tricky, isn't it? Now, I didn't think my tongue could do 2 Dr. Seuss books in a row. I thought that was going to be pushing it too far. So I have 2 more stories. We're going to come back to Kapai the Kiwi. So remember, we met Kapai the Kiwi a couple of days ago. He's our little Kiwi who really wants to fly. So Kapai the Kiwi today is going to learn about the Kauri trees. So Kauri trees are really big trees that you find predominantly in Northland, but you can find them all over New Zealand. Kapai is a Kiwi who gazes at the sky. He'd like to go and meet the clouds if only he could fly. Kiwis are whakamā, which means a bit shy, so feed and play at night. But restless little Kapai thought this could not be right. One morning when he should have been all snuggled in his bed, he thought, how about just for a change, I stay awake instead? It's like sometimes when you try and stay awake at night. We're not really suited for that though, are we? Daytime was quite creepy, but Kapai still felt curious. And so he crept off on his own and made his poor mum furious. She looks a bit grumpy, doesn't she? Tramping through the native bush, he found the biggest trees. Rata, rimu, they grew tall, but not as tall as these. Kauri is the forest king, explained a friendly stranger. He said, why don't you call me Doc? 'Cause I'm the local ranger. Hi mai there, Mr. Doc. G'day, my name's Kapai. I've now become a daylight bird, and next I want to fly. Why, you're as rare can be, said Kapai's newfound friend. And if you want to fly enough, you'll get there in the end. This is much easier on my tongue. Just call me any time, said Doc. Kapai was all aglow. I'm a kia kaha kiwi. I'll give anything a go. So which way are you heading then? His ranger friend inquired. I thought to Cape Reinga, though I'm feeling rather tired. So Cape Reinga is right at the very top of the North Island, as far up north as you can go. Doc said goodbye while Kapai yawned, and he soon fell fast asleep. He strangely started dreaming about a thing that went beep, beep. Let's see what's going to happen. Time wore on, and Kapai woke to carry on his journey. The forest felt mysterious now, all silent, green and ferny. He wished just for a second the ranger would come back. He listened for a friendly sound. Doc's truck upon the track. I wonder what that thing is there. I wonder what that's going to do. But as he stood there lonely, looking nervously around, Kapai saw something winking in the shadows on the ground. It seems that when Doc left him in the forest all alone, he had left him with a blanket and a Kapai kiwi phone. There you go, that's what that is. Now, Kapai was ecstatic. He flipped and danced around. He dialed up the ranger and he waited for the sound. A shiny helicopter came racing through the sky. Come on, Kapai, shouted Doc. It's time you learnt to fly. Didn't see that coming. Now, flying past the treetops, Kapai was overawed. The Kauri nearly touched the sky. Up to the clouds they soared. Then flying back above the bush, they made for Kapai's home. He'd had enough of travelling, especially on his own, because he hasn't got his friend Tamatea and Gurney with him today, has he? And what a magic day it was when Kapai left to roam. The Kiwi who started on his feet had come flying home. Righto. And I have another new series to introduce you to. This is one of our favourite books at home. These are stories about a pigeon. Now, this pigeon is pretty naughty. Pigeon doesn't like to do what the pigeon's told to do, and the pigeon likes to do things that the pigeon really shouldn't do. So, and look, I wonder if you can see, that looks a bit like George, doesn't it? Remember George from our other stories? And Bartholomew, our bear. Righty-ho, Pigeon wants a puppy. So the pigeon there on the front page, you can see Pigeon writing all